Hey guys.
Hello.
Welcome.
Okay, so look at me. I'm always gonna. So guys, how are you? We are super excited.
Yes, we are.
All right, our guest is already here. So let's pull up everything here. Let's get them in. Hello,
Yes,
welcome. We are super excited. Let's go. Yes, I'm ready.
I
I'm
love
ready.
the promptness. I love the on timeness. Like, just love it. Hey!
Yo, what's good?
What's going
Yes,
on?
energy. Oh my gosh. I'm loving it.
I'm here, baby. I'm here. I thank you guys. You know, it's your boy Nil Next In Line. Let's go.
I love it. Oh my gosh. So all right. You know, I love the energy. We're gonna have a good conversation tonight. So
yes,
I already feel it. I felt it before this even took place.
Absolutely. First of all, as soon as you came in on time.
Yes. I try to make sure, like, as an artist, you know, it's a business at the end of the day. So I treat myself as a business. So I have to move accordingly to that. You know what I mean? If I have to be there at this time, I'm gonna make it my business to make sure. You know, I'm not perfect, but I make it my business and I make it my best effort to be on time.
Love it and appreciate it. Thank you. So as everybody is coming in, we just want to say thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of our Indie Talk.
Yes.
So tonight, we have a very, very special guest. Every week we have a special guest, but this guest is, I love the energy. I love just the ampness, the hype. Music is amazing, off the meter. Yeah. So guys, we want you to welcome tonight's guest. Next in line.
Yeah! What's good, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Nil Next In Line, and I'm just excited about life. Thank God for everybody. Thank God for everybody that's getting through this situation we got going on called the pandemic. And I just want to just pray for everybody out there to get through this thing. And I came to chip in on making you feel good. Let's go.
Exactly. All right, I love it.
So,
go ahead.
So for those who may not, well, first we gotta introduce ourselves.
Yes. So I'm one of your hosts, Aasha Lewis Redway, and I'm beautiful co-host,
Danielle Beats.
All right, so guys, you already know what it is with our indie talks. We always sit down with all of our special independent artists that are making moves and big moves in the industry, and talking about their journey. So already know what it is. Nothing but real music, real style, and real people. So we have nothing but the realest on. All right. So thank you so much once again for being here with us. We appreciate it. We love the energy. So first question is, just talk to us for new viewers, those who are tuning in. Talk about Nil, tell us about yourself. And we know you was born here in Harlem.
Yes.
And you know,
Harlem boy. Then you moved down to the dirty.
Went down to the dirty.
That's that 912.
912, Savannah, Georgia. Yeah. So I was born in Harlem. I was born in St. Luke's Hospital in Manhattan. I was raised in Savannah, Georgia. I went to high school in Rochester, New York. I didn't add that. But I went upstate, Rochester, yeah.
I'm born in Georgia. I used to live in Savannah. She's from Rochester.
What?
That's what I was. Yes.
It's a small world.
Yes.
Yes. I used to go to East High School in Rochester.
Me too. I graduated in 04.
Oh my God, you're a girl. Yo, it's all love.
It's all love.
So we the Orientals. Let's go.
Oh my God! All right. We
vibe because we
already know. We all here.
But no, I just wanted to let you guys, like, I'm just being involved with the music and getting to know who I am as an artist. Let's just take a moment to get to know who I am as a person. Like, I love music and everything, but me as a person, I came a long way, basically. I've been to the Apollo Theater. I won first place 3 times at the Apollo. I've been on 106 in Park back in 2002 when it was AJ and Free. A guy named Terrence Clayton, he put me in a position because I don't know if you can recall, but back in that time, they used to ask people what you thought about the video. Basically, they would let you, give your feedback on the stage. So what they did was put me in that position next to David Hollister. I don't know if you're familiar with that R&B artist. They put me next to him during the commercial break, and the guy Terrence Clayton, he was sort of like the coordinator to get you to clap when it was time for commercial break and everything. So he basically, I met him behind stage. And he loved my energy. Like, he loved my energy. He was just like, bro, I don't know how you get this energy with you, bro, but I'm going to help you, bro. Like, I'm going to put you next to David Hollister and just go for it, bro. I'm like, all right. So I was nervous. My heart was beating out. I was like, God, I'm about to be next to that. I'm like, oh. So then I get up there, and they asked me, they're like, what do you think about, his video? So basically what I did was I bust out with one of his songs. It was called Destiny. And I was like, girl, I know you're not in the mood for apologies. And he lost it. He was like, what the? He lost his mind because it was like, he was like, wow, he knows my music. So I got his number. We was talking back and forth, but his last album didn't do great, basically. So what he was hoping for is that he was going to have an extra budget to actually put me out along with his situation, not with his album, but like do a single deal, and that didn't work out. But I didn't give up. I kept going and just kept going, and everybody's like, well, how you got this energy to just keep going and going?
I was
like,
just about to ask you that.
You just gotta, because I'm just a person that, like, energy drives me, but I'm like the people that I like to give people energy to uplift them. Like, I don't like to give people negative vibes. Like, I love to give you, I want to uplift you, encourage you. I want you to win. My wife is the reason why I'm so like this, because I was in a dark space before that. You know what I'm saying? Due to the circumstances of, like, feeling abandoned as a child. You feel me? So, like, I had a lot of things against women at one point because I wasn't raised with my mother like that. You feel me? So, and I wasn't raised with my father. I was raised with my grandmother. But even then, she wasn't that person to say, I love you, give you a kiss on the cheek and say, have a good day at school either. She gave me a lot of tough love, but she was an entrepreneur. She passed away last year in February.
Oh,
so, so I'm still dealing with that. But long story short, who is Nil? Nil came a long way. I've been through a lot. But I wanted, my main thing in life, I found out what my purpose is, and that is to entertain the world and also be positive and uplift people and just, like, support people if you can. You know what I mean? Like, we just gave back to the Covenant House in Fort Lauderdale, Broward County, Fort Lauderdale. That's where I live at right now. And we went there, me and my team, we put on a live virtual concert in Fort Lauderdale. And what we did was we found like 4 other artists that were local as well, and we gave them the A-list effect. So what is the A-list effect? Is basically we actually pull out the red carpet. Like, we have sponsorships like from Bought Vodka. Shout out to Bought Vodka. It's a black-owned company with liquor. You check them out, boughtvodka.com. And we also had Val's Kitchen. You know what I mean? We have Val's Kitchen. Her food is awesome. It's Haitian food. It's dope, though. I love it, though. You know what I'm saying?
I love Haitian food.
You know what I'm saying? Stop by say, you know what I'm saying? Naboule, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? So, we did that, and we brought, what we did with the proceeds is we basically gave it to the Covenant House. So, the Covenant House basically deals with, like, sex trafficking teens who escaped, battered women, kids that don't have anybody. Literally, there was a 11-year-old kid there that had nowhere to go on Christmas. So what we did was we provided a Christmas tree for them. We brought a lot of ornaments and stuff like that, and then we brought back some toys. And we just been so heavily invested into that particular community give back. So I'm more than just an artist. I'm a philanthropist. I'm a humanitarian. I'm like a motivational speaker. I will get you going when you don't feel like going. That's who Nil is. I'm for the people, baby. Let's
go. Okay. Yes. All right. You actually answered all our questions. But I love it. I love it. I guess go ahead.
But it makes for like an organic conversation.
Yes.
So I want to kind of like start from like as far as like the beginning. Like, how is it that you got into music? Like, how did you get into
Well,
having like this ball of energy and entertainment?
Well, I got into the music because, you know, even though I was raised in Savannah, then went to high school in Rochester, those elements in Rochester, believe it or not, it was rough up there. You know what I mean? Like, it was very rough. It was easily to get misled and, you know what I mean? And to get in all types of trouble. And I found music as an outlet for that. Like, music saved me from going to prison for the rest of my life. You understand what I'm saying? So music was more like a blessing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thank God for the blessing he gave me, you know, and it was just like, that's what really saved me from prison, from going to jail, you know what I mean? From getting just jammed up. Thank God I'm a concealed weapons license carrier. All because I don't got no record. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't only thing I'm a protector, you know, at the end of the day. I just want to protect my family. You know what I mean? I'm not running around here like, yeah, I'm tough, I'll do this. Like, none of that. I'm all about positive vibes. To know me is to love me. And I'm like this in real life, though. It's like, this is not for Instagram. This is not for any other place on social media. I'm literally a vibe in real life. I want you to enjoy yourself when you around me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, this guy made me feel so great around him. But I do have past trauma that I've been through in my life. Like, the key to me is I vibe off of showing people love and giving them energy. And if I can't show people love and give them energy, I go back to reminiscing on things that were done to me that wasn't cool as a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I said, I was abandoned. Like, there was one time where I was waiting on my mother to come get me, to pick me up, to take me to go out and eat, and she never showed. I mean, I love her to death. We're in a better place now. But before then, like, I had a lot of animosity towards her because, you know, I sat as a kid, like 8, 9 years old, waiting for her to come take me to eat. And my grandmother coming on the porch was like, you know, baby, she not coming. And like, she told me she'll be there at a certain time. I think it was like, and I can remember it because it was detrimental to me. It was like, she said she'll be there like 3 p.m. and she never came. It was like 8:30, 9 o'clock. I'm still outside waiting on her. You know what I'm saying? And my grandmother coming out there like, baby, she ain't coming. And you don't know what that did to me mentally. Like, mentally, I felt abandoned. Like, I literally felt abandoned. Like, nobody wanted me. I just felt really bad. You know what I'm saying? To the point where I just had a lot of animosity. I walked around with a chip on my shoulder. You know, I was hurt from that. You know what I'm saying? So what happened was, later on down the line, you know, I met this amazing woman by the name of Denise Dempsey. She had the same name as me. You know what I'm saying? Because I married her, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? She Boricua, you know what I mean? Dominicana, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not about, you know, it's all about who loves you. I don't care what color you is. Long as they love you for who you are and unconditionally, I'm not against any, you know, love is no color to me. There's no color to love. You get what I'm talking about? So my whole thing is, I fell in love with this woman in the beginning. I was just lusting her. That's where Not in Lust comes in at. The song called Not in Lust. I don't know if you heard that one yet, but I dedicated that one to her because she's the one that showed me how to love, and it was okay to break down those barriers to love people and show people love and support people. Because before that, I didn't show love to nobody because I didn't love myself, because no mother showed me love. So what do you want me to do as a kid going to middle school, going to high school, and not feeling loved by his mother? That hurt me to the core. That hurt me to the core. So I don't want none of my kids, like, I got kids, you know, and I don't want them to feel that way. So I always tell them, like, you know, I'm glad you're doing good. Great job. Keep going. I want you to win. I love you. You
and
know,
these important things to say to kids, because this stays in their minds for, like, you think about, like, as your childhood, like, this sticks with you. When somebody's speaking, like, positivity or somebody speaking negative thoughts to you, that's all you're going to think. And that's good that you're this way now.
Right.
Yeah,
and
thank God. Like I said, my wife told me, like, it's okay to love. She broke down those barriers for me, you know what I mean? And I'm really grateful for her that she was woman enough to do that, because I had a wall up like a brick. Like, I didn't treat women right when I was growing up. I treated them like crap. I'm not going to lie to you, you know? Like, because if you don't have the nurture from your mother, how am I supposed to treat you? If I didn't have the love for my mother, if I didn't feel love for my mother, there's no way. And that goes out to any man, any young man, any man. You cannot love a woman unless a woman showed you love and nurturement. Because if you think about it, the men that do love their mother, they always talk about their mother. They call them, "Hi, Mom, how you doing? Mom, I'm stopping by. Mom, I just dropped you off this." Like, I couldn't say that growing up. I couldn't. Me and my mother are cool now. You understand? Yeah. We come into grips now with each other. You understand what I'm saying? But if you grow up without a woman's nurturement, I'm telling you, it rattles a young boy. It rattles him. So shout out to all the young boys who've been abandoned. I've been abandoned, so I know how you feel. Like, please just don't give up on life, because I almost gave up on life due to being abandoned. I felt like nobody wanted me. So I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm off the planet. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, then I thought about it, then I met the person that I met, and I'm just grateful and thankful. That's why I can go around now and honestly say that I love myself. So I love myself enough that I can love others. So that's why I'm like, let's go. What's up? How y'all doing? Like, what's good?
No, and that's good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is like a follow-up question I had. Just like, as far as like, have you ever like done therapy or anything to kind of like get past like your traumas from when you were younger up until now?
Well, what I learned is that it's already happened already, right? As I'm older now, I'm like, bro, look, it's already happened. You can't get that back. It's over. You have to move on from that. Because remember, once you put that in the past and you forgive that past, then you can move further into your future, and the future will look so great for you because you've understood that you cannot replace it. You can't get it back. What's done is done, right? So whatever anybody do to you, or whether it's good or whether it's bad, it's already done. So now I move with a purpose now. My purpose now is to, see what I can do to chip in the world before I leave the world. Like, people say, well, what do you want to be known as when you leave the planet? I want to be known as a guy that showed love to people, loved his kids, loved his wife, was a humanitarian for others, and was selfless, who thought more about the people than himself almost, So that's what I want to be known for, as a man that, he just wanted to chip in on life, and he just wanted to give back to the people. Like, I started in Broward because this is where I live. My next step, my next place is Savannah, to go to the community there. After that, I'm going to Rochester to see what's going on in the community there, and I'm just going to keep going. So, music is a door opener. I've been blessed because I'm talking with somebody right now. I don't know if it's going to be solid yet. I really don't want to speak on it, but they say when you speak it into existence, it happens.
Manifesting.
Yes, there may be a possibility that it may be a possibility I may be in the next A-Town movie. Maybe the next A-Town movie, maybe. We don't know yet. I just don't want to, you know what I mean? Because they're doing auditions, and I know the guy who's holding the auditions, basically. So there may be a possibility I can wind up on the TV screen, right? And then y'all be like, what the heck?
Listen, what's your energy? You're gonna get it.
Yes.
We
claim it. We pray that is all for you, because what God has for you, can nobody else take it away.
Hello.
Can't nobody. That's right.
So my question that I do want to ask, because with everything that you said and how it affects, so let's talk about the music. With everything that you have been through, talk about how it influenced the music that you are making to be able to put out to the world. What is it that you want your audience to take away?
What I want them to take away from this music, because it's been done in a collective way, with other people, producers, also other writers. Like, we all came together collectively, and we just all sat down, it was like, okay, what do we want to do? What do we want to convey? So the message that I want to convey in these songs, in these different records that we getting ready to put more records out anyway. But what we're trying to convey is feel good, get ready to go to the club and have a good time, you know what I'm saying? And making sure we flex a little bit with the AP watch a little bit. And then we gonna, have a couple of cars a little bit. But the main thing is I want you to feel good after listening to the song. I personally don't like to talk about guns, killing people, putting you in the trunk. No, I mean, it's entertainment at the end of the day, right? But I personally don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, so I make sure that in each song I talk about, it doesn't have the gun. Like, I'll kill you, I'll shoot you, I'll put you in a body bag. Like, I'm not saying any of those things in the song. So you will never hear that in my songs. What you will hear is, leave me alone. Leave me alone. When I was nobody, you would never hear. Woo! Now you see me popping, you wanna appear. Vapor!
And that's what you need. You need, and then like you need, like, you can't. Your kid's not gonna be listening to music about guns and putting people in the trunk and the body bags. Like, they're not gonna be doing that.
Exactly. So that's where the music is coming from with me. It's like, I just want to put out those type of situations. Like, yes, there's other words being said in the song, but I want people to understand that I don't downplay other people who talk about those things, because I understand and my kids understand that it's entertainment purposes only, right? Just like when you look at a movie of Denzel Washington, right? You know, he killed people in the movie and stuff like that. Doesn't mean he's doing that for real. So, you know, you got to let your kids know, like, listen, this is entertainment. The only thing that happens is sometimes the artists get, you know, be street, and they try to lead the street along, but then keep one foot in the street and one foot in the industry. And that's when they get jammed up all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because they still trying to be street on top of being an artist. And it's like, bro, you can't mix those two. That's a disaster.
You got to pick a lane.
Right.
You know, that's a disaster.
I definitely agree. You definitely
so, you know, I just want to let people know that, you know, who I am as a person is the same person that you'll see in real life. I just want you to win. I want my peoples to win. You know, there are people out here that are, you know, they hurt, you know, so they like to, you know, hurt people, you know what I'm saying? So they're hurt. They're going through something. They're not really even mad at you when they go off. Somebody be like, yo, what the heck going on? And they don't even know you. Right? But they're ready to get into something with you because they're suffering inside from something that happened to them that they haven't acknowledged yet. And to be honest, the Black community, to be real, we need to really get mental evaluation and help. We need to go to these, get therapy.
But that's why I was asking. Yeah, that's what
it's cool. Get therapy. Like, I found a doctor on the Clubhouse jump off. I found a doctor on there. She's cool. Like, me and my wife met her on Clubhouse or whatever. And, you know, she's like, yo, shoot, I can counsel you. I can talk to you, you know, and I won't charge you a lot. I was like, whoa, all right. So let's do that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not ashamed if I need to talk to somebody professionally about what's going on. And neither should us. We shouldn't feel like it, because what it is, we've been taught in the home to be like, oh, you all right, shut up. Hold that in. You good.
Or to also pray about it.
Pray about it. Yeah, we'll pray about it. You'll be all right. Stop that. When it's like no.
Like our parents and our grandparents, it's just like, all right, what happens in the house stays in the house. It don't need to be nobody's business, or pray about it. It's going to work out. And sometimes it's more than that.
But especially now, we have so many other factors involved. We have social media involved. We have so many.
A whole pandemic.
Well, yes, definitely a pandemic where, you know, not only adults but children's taking their lives because of the fact that they're at home.
They don't have that interaction.
They don't have friends, or they're looking on social media and this person got this or this person got that, and it's bringing up that. So we have so much that we need to really look into and not be afraid to say, you know what, I need help.
Yeah, I need help.
Set the pride aside.
That's the first step, is admitting that you need the help. And be open-minded, you know, like I just want to let everyone out there know, man or woman, you are enough. You're supposed to be here on this planet. You're here for a purpose. Don't let nobody tell you not, because you are here for a reason. You made it into your mother's womb and you came out your mother's womb. So congratulations 2 times, all right? 2 times. So when you made it to the world, you're supposed to be like, yo, 2 times. Think about that. Let that resonate with you and say, you know what? He's right. You know, I came into my mother's womb, right? Boom, then I was born and I'm here. So 2 times you went through it and you made it. You understand? You made it. Shout out to everybody on here right now that's tapping in. My cousins is in here. My wife in here. My manager in here. Shout out to BX Natalie. What up, girl? Shout out to everybody who tuning in right now. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much for tuning in with us. So first off, I wanna talk about some of the singles that you did release. I know you said you're working on some new singles, some new projects, get ready to come up. Let's really get into that. Because of course, 2020, you went through quarantine, or we're still going through,
feeling it,
still in the pandemic. Talk about you in establishing, keeping your brand, really working hard into making those changes in which how the pandemic had to transition us. What did you learn during that time and really trying to market yourself and really putting out your music?
Well, I'm glad you asked me that question, because welcome to the internet, right? Welcome to Instagram. Welcome to, all these other social platforms. This has been the best time for anyone to start anything online. There are millionaires coming out of this pandemic. There are going to be a lot of young people. I mean, I'm talking like 17. I know a few right now who are millionaires because of the pandemic, is what I'm saying. But at the same time, right, you have to also understand there's some people that let the pandemic really get to them. They caught anxiety from it. They caught depression from it. So some people didn't do anything during the pandemic at all. They didn't do no music. They didn't do nothing. They were just going through it. But then there was the people like me and others. Like what I did during the pandemic was me and my wife started the record label now. It's called AVMG, the label. She's a partner in it. I'm the founder. She's the CEO of the situation. We're working together on this. You know what I mean? Beautiful. I'm the first artist on the label. So I'm pretty much like the test run right now. You know what I mean? So, we're figuring things out. And it comes with trial and error too, right? Because when you're trying to put yourself out there as an artist, you're a brand. You are a business, and you have to move like that. You can't move like, I'm just gonna focus on the music and I don't gotta worry about nothing. Nah, if you want to do that, go to a major label and let them do that to you, but still get you at the same time, because that's what the major label is for people who don't really want to go through the grind, like the heavy independent. They don't want that life. They ain't ready for that, because the independent road is a hard road to go, but it's well worth it at the end, because all money will be in, baby. That's what I'm saying. So you can go to a major if you want. That's your choice. But just understand, going to the major, you got to do what they say. They like, yo, I gave you $1 million, which don't mean anything nowadays. I gave you $1 million, and all that is just all the money that we invested in you. On top of that, you owe us that $1 million back, because
plus your rights to your music,
plus everything else.
Exactly. And it's like a loan.
Tour, merchandise, anything, any type of endorsements.
Like I said, I'm not saying don't sign to a label. What I'm saying is you do what's best for you, right?
Be smart about
the avenue that I'm taking with me and my family is the independent label. Yes, is this harder? The work is hard. Don't get it wrong. They set up photo shoots for me. They set up meetings for me. It's hard. It ain't easy, because we don't got the big engine behind us. But I tell you what, the passion that we got, the God-given talent that we got, and just educating ourselves on how it works, it's going to be great. I don't mind becoming partners with somebody. They do it all the time. It might say AVMG/Bad Boy Records. You always see that at the bottom, because they partnered up. But I'm not working for them. I'm working with them. I'm with you on working together, but I'm not going to work for you, because I done came from the work world already. I don't work the 9 to 5 and clocked in and clock out. You think I'm going to do that into the record label and sign to a label and work for them too? No. We going to work together. We going to work together. We partners.
I agree.
But the music, but to go back to the music, we're gonna drop four more singles, but it's gonna be on an EP at the same time. So I don't want to give too much away, but just know that I already got 3 singles out right now, which is Not in Lust, Nights in London, and I Know. So I'm getting ready to shoot the visuals for I Know. It's coming soon. You know what I mean? And I Know is a record that it's been co-signed actually by DJ Epps. Shout out to one of the biggest DJs in the world. His name is DJ Epps. Shout out to DJ Meat for playing it on S&D Radio. Like, I've been making a lot of waves. Shout out to Hype Magazine. They did me a write-up for me, you know what I'm saying? Indie Spotlight. Like, I've been, listen, me and my team, we've been working very hard, and that's
it shows. Yeah.
Definitely.
How do you, I know you and your wife, like, you have a label now. So how do you guys, I know you said you're doing, like, everything's, like, kind of, like, trial and error. How are you learning along the way? Like, how do you, like, are you guys reading books? Is it that you maybe know somebody that's done it already? Like,
well, I watch everybody in the game who did it. I watch, like, all the greats, like how Master P came up. You know what I'm saying? I watch how, you know, all the greats, everybody, Cash Money, you know what I'm saying? I watched all of them come up and what they had to come up. You know, they got their money the way they got their money to be able to come out like that so fast. So I get that. I get what they did. That was they had to do what they had to do, right? But the way that, like I said, the way that we're going about it, it's a slower grind, but we're building more relationships more than anything. Like, we've been blessed. Like, I've been blessed to get on stages and not have to pay to get on stages. Like, people would invite me there. Like, yo, why don't you come? Yo, we love your energy, Nil. Why don't you come out to the show and perform? I'm like, word? All right, what's up with the pay? Because we know they be charging to get on stage. And he was like, nah, you good. I'm like, what? Yeah, we love your energy. Come on. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, bet. So now I'm getting on stage. I'm like, I'm going to bring the CD in the condo. Let's go. Like, I go in, you know what I'm saying? So,
and I know you probably be performing, like, you performing in front of, like, a stadium full of
like
people.
A stadium full. I'll be like, oh, let's bring the CD in. God, we going crazy.
But that's what you have to do.
Exactly. That's exactly what you have to do. But the one thing about it that I have definitely learned about the energy is that, you know, a lot of times people are attracted to exactly what you present. Like you said, that positive energy. And that can get you a lot of places.
That money can't. That money can't.
That money can't.
I've been in a room with people that some artists would have never met them. Never. Like, shout out to DJ. He's the one that manages B.O.B. and he manages Trap Beckham with Little Booties Matter, right? I don't know if y'all heard of Little Booties Matter, but the manager who manages that guy, you know, is a big guy. His name is DJ. And we've been blessed to meet him, sit down with him, and I manifested meeting him. I manifested this years ago when it was MySpace. I knew that guy since MySpace, but never met him personally. And I said, I'm going to meet that guy one day. I'm going to meet that guy. I know I'm going to meet that guy one day. I'm telling you, I'm going to meet that guy one day. Boom! Years later, I met this guy, DJ, and it was crazy because he was advertising at a place called 183rd in Miami. It's a club in Miami. And so I got with him on Instagram. He's like, yo, come meet me at the place at 183rd. I was like, all right, because he was in town, because he's from Tallahassee. So he was in town or whatever. So I'm like, oh, snap. And then at the time, you know, I'm working all these jobs. I'm paying all these bills. Like, I ain't even had the money to get in the club. I was like, oh, snap. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got no money. So then my sister, which is my manager, my sister-in-law was like, yo, you got to get in there. That's a big dude. You got to get in there by any chance. Yeah. Like, yo, here's the money. Get in there. So, you know, I was hesitant because, like, you had to pay for parking, and the parking was like $40, $50, and I ain't even had that. So then it was like $20 to get in. I ain't had that. So I'm like, yo, where we gonna park the car at? So we wound up parking the car across the street at a gas station. I had my sister wait in the car so they don't tow the car. And then I ran across the street, got in the club, sweating my buns off. And I'm like, I'm here. And he was like, okay, come on in VIP. So I'm like, oh, snap. I'm in VIP with this guy. Then I meet Trap Beckham because he was performing that night, right? Because you know his manager performing. So then I meet Trap Beckham. I'm like, oh, what's up, yo? He's like, bro, I like your energy though, yo. Your energy's crazy. You know, your energy's crazy. I was like, thanks, man. So then the next day I met DJ at his hotel. He was staying at the Conrad Hotel in Brickell in Miami. So I went up on the 25th floor and he had a mojito. And I got the footage for that too. I'm gonna post that up just so y'all know I ain't capping. So you know what I'm saying? So you know, we was talking for a while. He was showing me the numbers. He was telling me all types of game. And then, because I wasn't performing, I hadn't performed in years. So when he came to me, he was like, okay, so are you performing? I was like, nah, I haven't performed yet. He was like, what? He's like, oh, man, I don't even want to talk to you if you ain't been performing, dog. How you going to come to me, dog, if you ain't even been performing? So this happened last year, by the way. So what happened? Yo, me and my family, we got energy sparks behind us even more, and we started flying. We went to New York. We did content there. We went down to Savannah, got content there. I was on all the stages in Miami and Fort Lauderdale. Like, I just been going crazy, and it's all because of TJ. DJ said, yo, I don't know what you doing. If you ain't performing, you bugging. And ever since he told me that last year, we hit the ground running, and we haven't stopped running, man. We just been going. And
that's good. That's motivation that you need. Like, you need somebody to be like, listen, if you ain't doing this, I ain't paying attention to you, basically.
I ain't paying attention. And now,
and now
I'm on his radar. Ooh, I'm on his radar. He be watching me. Oh, God. He be like, I see you, Neil. I see you. Okay. He's like, and then he hit me up the other day. He's like, yo, I'm in your city. I'm like, he talking to me? I got the big old eyes. I'm like, whoa, you in the city? Me? Yo, what's good? We about to link up. So, you know, he couldn't link up because something happened. I don't know. But I hit him up. They're like, yo, I want to meet you. I want to meet you up wherever you at. Let's go. He's like, yo, I'm going to hit you back. I had a long night. I was like, oh, all right. But he can't say I didn't try to get up with him. But long story short, it's been a blessing. I've gotten in rooms with people, I mean, with no money, man. It just all depends on who you are as an artist. Always remain humble, but remain confident. Don't be naive. Learn the business, because this is a business like any other business. It is a business. And if you don't know the business, find out. You know, find out from somebody. Exactly. Learn it. Google is there. You know, YouTube is there. How to copyright your music. How to do split sheets. How to sign up for ASCAP or BMI. All that stuff is on the internet. It's crazy how artists hit me up like, bro, how do you copyright your song? I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, copyright.gov. He's like, well, bro, who do I go through? I'm like, you got BMI? Yo, bro, Google this stuff, bro. Like, why are you lazy?
And it's
how
like,
you
it's
say
all
you
on
an artist, but you lazy? You don't want to do the work.
Free information too,
right?
And it's free information.
It's so many networks. It's so many networks that you can get into, and there's so many different avenues that you can be able to get this information to be able to learn. And I think that what a lot of things right now, because actually what's crazy, after this, we're going to be on the Clubhouse, and we're talking about networking. And we're talking about the networking in which now, since the pandemic has taken place, you know, utilize individuals. Now, everybody claim they know stuff, but they really don't know. Everybody, you will know the difference in when somebody's really giving you substance and someone's giving you fluff. Right. So I think that the one thing about it, and the one thing about our platform in which we have here, is that we want artists like yourself who have these stories, who have this realness, to be able to explain to these other artists that are coming up to say, you know what, listen, like, this, I need to know.
Yeah. Like, and the thing is when I tell them, when they ask me, I see a lot of OGs in the game that have been in the game before me and before a lot of other artists. A lot of them don't really tell you the game. They let you figure it out for yourself. Like, they won't tell you nothing. They won't give you no gems. They won't drop nothing to you. But then here I go, right? I'm like, want to chip in, and I give dudes the game. I tell them, like, I tell artists, like, yo, if you don't know this, okay, go here. And then they'll hit me back like, bro, thank you, bro. I'm like, yeah, but it's there. Like, I'm not telling you nothing that's not there. Everything that I've told you, it's there. Like, it's there. It's not a secret. It just comes down to if you really want it. That's why I ask an artist, right? An artist will tell me, like, yeah, I'm an artist. I'm a rapper. You know, I'm a singer. All right, da, da, da. First thing I asked them, I was like, yo, did you copyright your songs, though? They was like, copyright? Like, copyright? I'm like, yeah, copyright, you know, making sure this song is protected so nobody can steal it from you. They're like, oh yeah, I was gonna do that. Like, nah. Soon as you're done with your song in the studio, soon as you're done recording that mug, you go straight there.
You finalize.
Right there. Don't get it wrong. It's
the production.
Stamped. No, don't get it wrong. After you record it, it's already stamped, right? It's
right.
stamped in the computer, letting you know the day that you recorded it. Okay, that's protection too. But you want to make sure you're heavily insulated by getting the copyright.gov. That's just an extra insulation. And then you're going to go to Song Trust, and you're going to sign up there. And then you're going to go to Sound Exchange, and you're going to sign up there. These are all just insulated things to protect you. Then you're going to, then what you're going to do is you're going to patent your name. How about that? Patent your stage name. Because people can steal your stage name. It has been done. You know, I ain't going to say no names, but some female artists got her name but they signed up her name, and now they're the only ones that can do anything with her website in her name. I ain't gonna say no names, but I'm saying if you gotta make sure your name is patented, I'm telling you, you have to protect yourself all the way around the board.
He just gave y'all a whole bunch of free information. Like,
y'all better have
he done gave y'all a website. He done told you where to go, how to do it, when to do it. If y'all ain't writing this down.
Even when y'all do split sheets, right? Let's say, because I get people all the time, be like, yo, I want to do a feature with you. Slow down. Whoa.
Right. Let's focus percentage.
Slow down. First of all, we're moving too fast right now. What you're going to do is, it has to make sense for me to even get on a track with you, first of all. Second of all, I got to hear what you're rapping about, right? Third of all, if you want to get on the track with me, I don't know. Everybody's different because, you know, people be like, so what? They're whack. Get on their track anyway and eat them up on their track. I have a thing about that. Like, I want to make sure that that person is talented too. You know, a lot of people don't care. They'll get on the track with somebody who's really not that talented anyway, just to get their bread or whatever the case may have you. But I'm all about quality more than quantity. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that you're doing your job as an artist as promoting it, you know, putting it out. You know what I'm saying? All that. You need to be just as on the same level that I'm on. I can't get on the track with you if just because you want to have a track with me, right? Boom, you got the track and you ain't doing nothing with the track. You sitting on the track, you ain't spend no money on advertising or marketing. You ain't doing nothing but just to say, I got a track with Nil. Like, that don't mean
right.
Like, no, it's you got to put money. If I ask somebody to get on track with me, I'm going to push that. I'm going to put money up. I'm going to have it where when it's time to shoot the video, I'm going to have the person who did the song with me, we going to come out to the video. You coming out. If I got to fly you out,
why?
You coming out.
You see yourself as a brand. As a brand.
Exactly.
As a brand, you have to do that.
And that's
some artists don't see themselves as a brand. That's why they don't put in the word.
I don't think it's that they don't see themselves as a brand. I think they don't fully understand that as an artist, you're a product. And you as a product, just like you go to the grocery store, you see a product, they got all the marketing and everything like that. You got to pick it up off the shelf, take it because this is something that, you know, they worked hard to put it out there for the consumers to buy. You got to understand you're a product. You have to put your music out there. You have to put yourself out there. You need the consumer as us to be able to buy into you. And if you're not giving us anything to buy into you.
And guess what? When they buy into you, they need to buy into all of you, though. Not just the music, but who I am. I'm not going to listen to no artist until I find out who the heck is that artist and why should I listen to them. That's what artists gotta understand. Why should I listen to your song? I hate when artists be like, yo, click the link in my bio and listen. No, I'm not going to listen. Why am I listening? Because I don't know who you are. Let me find out what's going on with you. Let me check out your Instagram and see what you're about. If I'm even interested in listening to your song. All right, boom. I go to your site and you have nothing about music on there. You got pizza on there. You got your daughter on there.
Talk about it.
You got nothing about music. Nothing. And then you got one picture that's showing you rapping or something. But I'm supposed to listen to you? No. Yeah. When you go to my page, all you see is me from interviews. You see videos. You see me posted up, showing you where I'm at. You know, I'm showing you me. And then I'm typing in the captions of who I am. And then I'm giving interviews like this one so people can know exactly who I am. So they can then say, I want to check out his music. I want to see what his music's talking about now because I like him. Oh, he's already sold me. He's already sold me. Now I want to see what
the first hello. Just a hit, like just off of that, like energy was like here.
Like,
exactly. And when I just really quickly because I think I told Danielle, it's like, okay, I've been on Clubhouse since the end of December, like literally after Christmas. And I was just like, I was listening to different rooms and I went into a lot of rooms and you're there. And every time he introduced himself, people like, yeah, it's your boy Nil Next In Line. Like he has so much energy and I love it. I love it. I love it. And then when we started connecting and even with the conversation, I found out more. Rochester, George, like Savannah, like East High, you know? So
Oriental.
Yeah. So you never know. I think the one thing, like because we thank you so much. We're gonna wrap up, and we're gonna wrap up with you gave a lot of gems. Free gems.
Free game.
You gave a lot of information that is very solid.
Yes, ma'am.
That artists should definitely take from you. The one thing I wanted to definitely ask you, because one thing we know that stands out, your energy, of course, right? Your personality, of course, the music, yes. What sacrifices as an artist that this is one of my favorite questions because sometimes we go through so much as creatives, and sometimes we in the studio or we're over here trying to plan this and plan that. Talk about your sacrifices as an artist. And what is it that you had to make and to say, like, you know what, this is something that I'm really trying to just really hit the ground running with.
Late nights, early mornings, me and my wife going to shows, not getting any rest and have to be to work the next day. Like my wife is an essential worker and she'll go out with me every performance. She's out there with me, you know what I'm saying? And we out late night though. We out till like 3, 4, 5 in the morning. We get home and we got to be to work by like 7:30. Like, you know what I mean? No sleep. Like no sleep. We're working regular jobs and doing the music at the same time and moving like we don't got jobs, but we do. So that's the sacrifice. We have sacrificed sleep, sleep deprivation, or how you say it, deprivation. We have sacrificed that. We have sacrificed not going on a trip just to pay for studio time, or not, not like during her birthday, right? Her birthday just passed. She's an Aquarius,
shout out to
Aquarius, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a Gemini, you know what I'm saying? So we balance each other out, you know what I'm saying? We found out that we were twin flames. But, that's the Zen. That's what manifestation. We get into that name time. I'm just saying, though. So long story short is, we have sacrificed sleep. We have sacrificed, going on, trips for ourselves, instead taking that money and investing it into a photo shoot, or invested it into finding, like right now we're looking for a guy to shoot a documentary for me about my life, basically. You know what I'm saying? And run around with me. Like, we're going to go to Savannah. We're going to go up to Rochester. Like, we're going to go all these different places, like spending, and also like spending time with the family. We have sacrificed even that. Like, we don't spend enough time with our family. And what I tell them is that, not spending time with you guys is going to pay off because we're working diligently. So you guys will never have to struggle again and break generational wealth, the generational curse, So I want to do that. Me and my wife are working, and my manager, we're all working to break the generational curse. You know what I mean? So we just want to make a legacy.
With your label.
Right. That's why we started the label, you know what I'm saying?
That's like a legacy we pass down to them.
We can pass it down to them, So yes, we have lost sleep. Yes, we have lost time with our family. Yes, we have to be to work in the next 2 hours, and we've been kind of tired at work, like what the heck, you know what I mean? But we know. Yeah, we like, I'm like my head down. I'm like, let me get up, all right, I'm like a zombie in there. I'm like, all right, what we do next? So, but at the end of the day, we know what we're fighting for, right? We know that we want to leave a legacy. We know that we want to pass down something to the kids so they don't have to struggle. So they don't have to worry about how they're going to pay their lights or how they're going to pay their rent or how they're going to pay for groceries. It's things like that where people think like, that's nothing. Like, nah, that's huge. There's some people that can't afford to pay their rent. You know what I'm saying? My rent where we live at is high as heck. We live in Fort Lauderdale, you know what I'm saying? In a nice part, and it's expensive. But the only reason why we pay it and we make, you know what I'm saying, we bust our behinds because we want our kids to have a better life. That's why we pay for it. If it was up to me and my wife, we'll go back to New York City. We'll live in the hood. We'll go back here like, yo, what's up, yo?
Ain't nothing here. Ain't nothing
you know
here.
what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing here.
We'll go back out there like, yo, what's good? You know what I'm saying? Because my wife grew up in the Bronx. So.
We just want to say thank you so much for coming on, bringing the gems, bringing the energy.
Thank you.
Just really
and just telling your story.
Yes, your story. It was amazing. And I'm looking forward to this. You said the documentary, you're looking for someone to do. I am definitely looking forward to this. Please, let's keep in contact. Let's keep in touch. You know, I definitely want to talk to you more about, from being from Rochester and everything. You might know some people around the way.
I do though. I do. Remember, in Rochester, it's but so big. I used to sing over there. I used to sing a lot there. I don't know if you ever heard of a guy named Andre Lewis or Yakub McField.
Yeah,
I don't know if you know JR from Street Game. You know what I'm saying? the store, that's like my brother. They know who I am.
I'm Lewis. A lot of our Lewises are there, and then we have a lot of associates. And then a lot of my family is from Georgetown, South Carolina. So all Lewises, we are.
It's a small world. We gotta stay in touch.
We gotta talk.
All right.
All right, so we thank you so much for coming on. Please give your lovely wife a hug, a kiss to her. We see what you're doing. We're working hard. We support you. Keep giving us great music.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and please stay in touch.
Peace.
All right, have a good night.
All right, you too.
I love it.
Love this, and I love it.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing. He gave everything. He about answered all our questions.
I'm like, all right, in my head, I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna do it right, and then I'm like, oh,
right. He's processing.
But I love it, and I love the fact that it was just like an organic conversation, like we always have. But this was just such a beautiful,
it just flowed. It was just right. He gave a lot of information that was needed, and which goes into our segment that we're gonna have at 8:00. So, guys, if you are on the Clubhouse, please follow me on Aasha Lewis Redway at GENEUS.
Yeah.
So Danielle and I will be having our first room discussion, which is talk about the importance of networking right now in 2021.
Yes. In 8 minutes, we'll be talking.
In 8 minutes. So we have special guest Katie Egan, who's also the creator and founder of Music Biz Buzz, and we want to talk about how she developed her business during the pandemic, how she considered working on that business and trying to network with other people to build her brand. So guys, we definitely appreciate you for tuning in.
Yes.
Join us. Actually, Mondays we have our Music Mondays. Thursdays, of course, our indie talks. Do we have?
Yes. Tomorrow, Couples and Karaoke. We are back with Club Crush on You. So if you guys, I explain this all the time, every week. So I'm part of Couples and Karaoke. I'm one of 3. So pretty much last year, and it'll be last year on Valentine's Day. So it'll be almost a year. We had an event. It was a blind dating karaoke where we pretty much matched singles. You have to be single. We matched singles, and they would meet for the first time on stage, performing your favorite songs, my favorite songs.
And it was lit.
It was lit. It was super lit. So due to the panoramic and everything, we have to go on live. So on Tuesdays, we go live with Bianca. She sits and talks with couples about how great their love is, music behind the love. And on Fridays, myself and Brittany will do Club Crush on You, where we talk with dating coaches. So tomorrow, we're actually going to be speaking with I Am Coach Court. And then our topic for tomorrow is your relationship. Your next relationship should be you. So basically focusing on you having a single ship with yourself.
All right. Love it.
Self-love, self-care.
Listen, didn't Nil say it? You got to love on yourself and
before you can love
before you can love somebody else.
And that's on period.
So what?
Mary
Had a little lamb.
lamb.
So guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. So you already know what it is. You know, we're in the building. Mondays, Thursdays, our partners here Fridays.
Yeah.
So guys, please check it out tomorrow. But you already know, real music, real
Real
style,
style,
real
real
people.
people.
So until next time, guys, you already know.